Hey there, how are ya? I hope everybody's having a positive, productive day so far today. It is Tuesday, December 24th, Christmas Eve. For those that celebrate, I hope that you're having a happy holiday season. I'm here today with our intellectual devotional. Our topic today is literature, Homer. Okay, here we go. Oh, we are outside today enjoying the beautiful weather. Me and the dogs both needed it, and our temperatures are much better today than they have been, so please try to ignore the traffic in the background, and if there are any distractions from the dogs, I apologize in advance. All right. The stories told in Homer's Iliad and Odyssey, I hope I said that right, have been so long embedded in Western culture that they are inescapable even to this day. From the Trojan horse to the Cyclops, from Achilles' heel to the Siren's song, elements of both epics remain mainstays in our literature and everyday language nearly 3,000 years after they were written. The Iliad and Odyssey are epic poems, lengthy verse works in Greek that were likely read or sung aloud and passed down orally for generations before they were committed to writing. Homer's exact role in the process remains a mystery, and there is debate over whether he actually existed at all. In any case, scholars believe that both works were composed in or around the 8th century BC in an area of ancient Greece that is now part of the Mediterranean coast of Turkey. The Iliad tells of the exploits of Achilles and other heroes during the Trojan War between Greece and Troy. According to the myth, the war began when the Trojan prince Paris kidnapped Helen of Sparta, the most beautiful woman in the world, and took her back to Troy to be his wife. The Iliad begins 9 years into the conflict, focusing on the rage of the warrior Achilles and exploring the combination of greatness and fatal flaws that the hero displays. Along the way, Homer incorporates the imagery, rosy-fingered dawn, and wine-dark sea, for which the poem is justly renowned. There's a movie called Troy, and it has Brad Pitt in it, and it is of this story, the Trojan prince Paris and his love. Okay, I lost my place. Okay. The Iliad's sequel, the Odyssey, recounts the trials of the Greek hero Odysseus as he attempts to sail home from the Trojan War to rejoin his wife Penelope. The journey takes 10 years to complete, largely because Odysseus angers the sea god Poseidon, who does everything in his power to hinder Odysseus's voyage. Using his own cleverness and help from the goddess Athena, Odysseus eventually returns home to Ithaca and dispatches the numerous suitors who have advanced on his still faithful wife. Regardless of the specifics of their authorship, the Iliad and the Odyssey had an enormous cultural and practical impact on everyday life in ancient Greece. It was common to memorize the epics from start to finish. Though Greece's golden age waned in the hundreds BC, Homer's works endured, inspiring the epics of ancient Rome, such as Virgil's Aeneid, Aeneid, Aeneid. I don't know if I'm saying that right or not. Additional facts. Though the Trojan War was long believed to be merely legend, archaeological discoveries in Turkey in the late 1800s suggest that it may have had some historical basis. The famous phrase describing Helen of Troy as the face that launched 1,000 ships appears not in the Iliad, but in Christopher Marlowe's play, Dr. Faustus of 1604. Faustus. Faustus? Dr. Faustus? Sorry if there's a few words in there that I said wrong. I should have brought my other phone out so I could have looked them up. But nonetheless, you get the point. So, I knew the story of Troy, but I did not know that for so long it was believed to be merely a legend. Like, I thought it was a true story. I did not know that. Of course, I'm not really a literature kind of person, so I didn't know. I've heard of the Iliad and the Odyssey, but I didn't know that that's what they spoke of. So, forgive me for not having any additional knowledge to share because this isn't really my topic that I, focus on. But nonetheless, there's your educational moment of the day. There's what looks like a statue of Homer. So, if you want to research the topic more, I encourage you to do that if it's something that interests you. But that's really kind of baffling to me that, but of course it says that, in the 1800s that they did discover archaeological finds, that says that it may have had some historical bias. But in the movie Troy, it tells you that there was already conflict and that Helen going with Paris was kind of like the straw that broke the camel's back. Like, there was already tension between the countries, and Troy had never been defeated, and so like it was this big thing that he wanted to accomplish. That was a way to make his legacy. So that would be, if that's something that interests you, whether that topic interests you or not, that's a really good movie. I think I've referenced it a few times in the past in some of my videos. I'm a huge fan of that movie. The story of the Trojan horse goes back decades. That's what most people think of when they hear of Troy, is the Trojan horse, which that's how they defeated Troy. They built this big Trojan horse that the king thought was an offering to the sun god. I think it was to the sun god. But there were soldiers hidden in the Trojan horse. And so when they brought the Trojan horse into the city, that gave the soldiers entrance into the city. So there you go. If you need a good classic movie to watch for the holiday, I would suggest it. As always, be blessed, find peace, and I'll see you next time.